Hey! Boy howdy, boys and girls, men and women of all ages and walks of life. Welcome once again to the build inside of the garage. We have, as I showed you in my last video, pretty much got the PRS functioning and working. There's some fine-tuning to do on it, and I'm not going to bore you with that. There's plenty of people out on the internet that have much more professional gear and setup so they can really hone in on things. I just don't have that, and maybe never will. You never know. At one point in time I thought I'd never have a YouTube channel, but now I got 60 videos, so go figure. We're gonna start working on the Iceman. I promised you we're gonna keep on moving in this new year, so that's what we're gonna do. And I've got some really cool plans for this, even though being who I am, I've, in my mind, changed him about 5 times, so we'll see how it actually ends up. Let me state that I hope you're having a blessed and wonderful day, and everybody is happy and safe and feeling good. Alright, here's what we're going to do today. So, as you know, as I've stated before, I got small hands, and I've always had trouble with regular guitars like Strats, Les Pauls, getting my hands up in here without my hand being like that, instead of like that. So what do we do about that, you say to yourself? Well, on the last guitar I built, on my Duosonic, I went ahead and I cut a notch, like a lot of Fenders have, or some Fenders have, and other manufacturers, where, you know, they take and change the back, well, just the whole area here, to where you can fit a hand up in here better. You know, some people like PRS, they sculpt it and everything. I am not going to do that, but guess what we did while you were sleeping? We got that off of there. So now, what do we have to do? Well, let's just kind of stick the neck on there and see how it feels to me. I've got plenty more fine-tuning and sanding to do on here, and probably won't show you much of that because it's kind of boring. And I mean, you could do a, you know, hour-and-a-half video on just sanding this thing to get it ready for paint. And yes, I'm positive I will paint it. I don't know if I'll paint the whole thing. I don't know if I'll paint only the top, stain the sides. I don't know if I'll paint the whole dang thing. You know, one of the things I really like are stained and either oiled or satin finished necks. So I'm not positive, because most of these Icemen that you see, a lot of them were painted all one color, and it was the whole thing, like the back of a Les Paul or something, or the whole, or a PRS. A lot of PRSs are completely painted. The neck's painted, and that's painted, you know. But anywho, let's stick this in here, and we'll see how it fits. And we'll see if old Randy, or RJ as my really good friends call me. You can call me that too. See, now you can see that I can get my hand all the way up here and play. I mean, that's like the B fret. You know, here's A, here's B, 22 frets. I can still get up here and play. And before, I would have had to have my hand like kind of like this. So I'm going to do that to every single bolt-on neck guitar I build from now on, no matter what kind it is. Anyways, before I made this video, I kind of worked on this neck quite a bit, because a lot of these kit guitars, they have nice necks, but if you run your hands along it, you know, kind of like a guy doing body work on a car, you don't want a bunch of wavy lines. And a lot of these, they're nice, but they've got little spots that are higher than another spot, or maybe it might be a little fatter up here, you know, which goes with the territory. This is a larger part of the neck, but you know what I mean. You'd feel a physical dip or a rise in it. So I worked on it quite a bit and got it pretty darn smooth. I tried to smooth this out as good as I could. I love these headstocks. They're just so bizarre looking. So anywho, that's kind of what's been going on. You're listening to number 32. Made that a while back. I may have played it before. I'm still trying to, you know, make loops and goof around with amplifiers still, so got things going. On this kit build, I will be in and out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make lots of videos because we're really concentrating on getting the other mom-in-law's house sold, and that takes a lot of hard work, and it takes just a lot of time to do things, and it needs to be done. And then I'll be a little freer to really mess around with these kids. Anyways, it's a gorgeous Sunday here. It's supposed to be snowy and scary cold later, but you know, and that's the other thing about this. This is getting at least some paint on it, and right now the weather's been almost always 30 degrees or a little 32 or under 30, like that in the morning when you get up, and then it warms up to, you know, 50s and 60s in the afternoon. And paint, especially the paint that I use, just doesn't like cold weather. So we're not going to rush into this. So that's another reason it might be a little slower on this. Oh, by the way, I got some new pickups for this. I know you're supposed to just use the stuff from the kit, but I try not to modify them too much and spend, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I could have bought an Iceman for what I put into it. But no, I've got a couple of really cool pickups, and you're going to love, I hope, the pickup rings that I got for it. I'm not going to tell you nothing about that. The other thing about this is it's got the Les Paul style 2-volume, 2-tones. I have never been a fan of that. I've never cared about that. When I played professionally, every guitar I had for many, many years just had a volume and a tone. And I honestly never messed with them. I never got into that. You know, you see like guys like Stevie Ray, Bonamassa, Derek Trucks, all these guys, I mean, they're playing along and they play a couple notes and they do this and then they touch that, and I'm not putting them down. I'm saying it's incredible. They studied so hard to get just the perfect sound. I kind of wasn't like that. I just got a sound I like. If I wanted to get loud to play a lead part, I just stepped on a EQ pedal with a big EQ jump and the volume up a little, and I never had to mess with my volume control. I probably should have. I probably should have learned to do that. You just turn your amp up louder and you control it right here, but I just didn't do that. So, anywho's, I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day once again. I'll keep bringing you these videos. They might be a little more sparse than they were before. And sorry, I haven't figured out my mini bike videos from my GoPro to my phone yet. I'm trying, folks. There's only so many hours in a day to mess up. Anyways, I think I will stop here, and I hope you guys are looking forward to watching this build. I think it's going to be pretty cool when we get done with it. Pretty cool when we get done with it. Being that it's an Iceman. I'll see you guys later. I love y'all. Thanks for watching the channel. Please subscribe, like the videos, leave a comment. All that stuff helps. Grows my subscribers. I've got a few more, so every little one helps. So I will see you guys later, next edition. Bye-bye.